Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Breaking news.
Jerron
Reed expected to leave the Seattle Seahawks.
Just happy you didn't do that on the pod.
Didn't he just come back? Didn't they just re-sign him this past offseason?
Yep, 2 years, $23.5 million. 28. Good player.
Bet, yeah. A lot of teams should be interested.
Seahawks are weird.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sean. Saves $9 million. Sean, Chris, you see this one from Sean? 728. This is a good one.
I do. It's already been filed away.
Oh, very good.
It's already been filed away.
Hi, Nick. Comments are popping in the pre-show hype. I haven't even smashed retweet yet. What am I doing? I'm an idiot.
What is this?
I don't know if I did either. That's a good reminder.
Alex. No, I did not. It didn't work. It didn't go as well as I thought it was going to.
That sounded like it was a delicious Mighty Swell. Is that correct?
No, but the Mighty Swell would make the same sound. This is what it is.
That was
not a Mountain Dew. Kyle can see what it is.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
Dr. Pepper and cream soda 0 sugar.
Well, I'll do you one better.
That's a Mighty Swell. I don't know who I have to talk. I have to get my agent involved in the process.
I have a take.
I'll get my representation. Okay. Pre-show take?
Give me a take.
Dr. Pepper is certified bad.
Your worst take.
Bad.
Can I get an F in the chat for Joe, please?
F,
Kyle's top 3
I'm going to
sodas
type it myself.
Kyle has his top 3 sodas are cream soda, grape soda, and Dr. Pepper.
So Kyle types an F from the StreamYard section, and it's linked to both accounts. So we got 2 Fs in the chat for Joe.
Terrific.
Say less, Joe. Great, thank you, Joe.
No, Jared's on board with me. That's all I needed to see. I have at least one supporter. Thank you.
Oh, Sammy, first time, long time. Washington football team fan here.
Welcome.
That is a good team to be a supporter of because on this show we are big Team Fitzmagic fans.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah. We're all Washington fans.
Vontel, you don't need to put the Would You Rather in there 3 times, my dude. The show hasn't even started yet. We're in the pre-show. I see it. We're going to get to it.
He's ready.
Okay.
I'm going to try not to read it ahead of time. Joe, I can't.
I don't even know. How do you come up with something like this?
I don't know. I haven't read it ahead of time. I'm choosing not to read it ahead of time. I've gone full screen with the stream show.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. Why not? Yeah, here we go.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes. Here on the Draft Dudes live stream, it's Would You Rather, it's Takes on Takes. We're here to interact. We're here to talk football with you. So fill up the comments. Let's have fun. Our friends at Mighty Swell are making this possible tonight. Check out the peach seltzer. Is Kyle opening that with his mouth? No, it was already open. Okay.
Did you?
You heard me open it.
I know, but when the way you press that to your mouth, I was like, oh, man.
Don't make this weird.
Yeah.
You're making it weird.
Well,
Chris, I'm going to ask before we get started.
Okay.
But we had an audio snafu the other day. If I lean back from my mic here and sit comfortably, can you hear me okay? Or is my audio going to be screwed up and then we're going to listen to this after the fact? And you're going to say, gee, Kyle, I should have told you.
I mean, it's fine to me, but can we get a preemptive F in the chat for Kyle's audio just in case?
I'm going to get it as close as I can.
Now you know what? Never mind. You sound better now. Very good adjustment.
Great. Awesome.
So there you go.
You sound good, honestly.
Yeah, you sound really good. Yeah. I'm glad we were able to work that out. All right. So yes, would you rather takes on takes? Just any football related question for the guys, non-football related as well. We'll get to a bunch of them here. All right. Sean had a good listen. We reward people who were here in the pre-show and they give us good questions and comments. So Sean, you were here in the pre-show. Your comment going up first here. Could you go through the top edge rushers and explain where on defense they can and can't play? He gave you a group of guys. If you'd like to expand beyond that group, go right ahead, gentlemen. But there you go. I've set the table.
Okay, so let's take the guys that he gave us. Chris, can you leave this up? until we're done with it. Because
I was actually just about to take it down, but of course I will keep it up.
Very good. Very good. Joe, what positions do you want to identify? Do you want to say 3-4 rush linebacker, 5 technique or base end, 4-eye, 3 A gap, and go from there?
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to – I mean, with this group, it's probably rush linebacker and 4-3 in.
Chill. Greg Rousseau.
Oh, yeah, he's the one guy. Yeah. Okay. So
Kwity Paye from Michigan, University of Michigan, right? Let's make sure everybody knows, not assume everybody knows where everybody's from. He's played A or C and B gap at Michigan. So he's somebody who can play at 277. He's probably not going to play a lot of stand up, like releasing from a 2-point stance, wide angle, like your stereotypical 3-4 rush linebacker. But your 5 tech, your base end, and on passing situations, kicking down into a 3 and 4-eye, I think he's capable of doing that. And at 277, he's got plenty of density to handle the high traffic situations that he would be faced with if he does drop down and rush from an interior gap.
Okay. Do Rousseau. That's your guy, man.
Yeah, but it's your region. That's fine. I'll do Greg Rousseau. Greg Rousseau can play all over the place. He can play everywhere. It's how good can he become at playing in any one individual spot that is kind of like where you get stuck with his evaluation. We also have to figure out what weight he's going to play out. Is somebody going to draft him to play at 260? Are you going to draft him to play at 280, 285? And if he plays at 280, 285, I think depending on game situation and the rest of the personnel that you have on your front, you could play him anywhere, depending on your game situation. And I think he's athletic enough, long enough, lean and flexible enough, dynamic enough to win with quickness or win with power. It's just a question of what you're going to have to mold him into what you want him to be.
For Azeez Ojulari, I think this is a 3-4 outside linebacker. I want him playing, I don't want him to drop a ton because I think he's really dynamic as a pass rusher, but he's not just like a DPR, a designated pass rusher. He can play the run. There's no doubt in my mind. Watch the Alabama tape. He's standing up pullers left and right, taking them on. So I like his power at the point. I love the length. I love the juice, the burst, the bend. I think he can be a 3-4 outside linebacker. I don't know that he's a clean fit for a 4-3 defensive end, but man, I kind of don't want to put that outside of his realm, even though I like him the way that he is. So I would say 3-4 outside linebacker for Ojulari.
So take everything you said about Ojulari and you can apply it to Joseph Ossai as well.
Yeah. Jalen Phillips from Miami, I think I like him best as a 4-3 defensive end, but don't tell me he can't do a Matt Judon role for Baltimore.
Right.
So.
And be a much better pass rusher and winning one-on-ones than what Judon was too.
Yeah.
That we're going to get a crazy run on edges, it feels like.
Yeah, they're going to go.
In the 20s.
Yep.
It's like you get a stretch, and we were talking about that after Jason Oweh's pro day today, where it's like, okay, what's his strike zone? And we put kind of the floor at like Baltimore at 27, but it's like you got Pittsburgh in that range. I know they have Alex Highsmith stepping into a role opposite TJ Watt. You have the Jets in that range. You have the Browns in that range, the Ravens in that range. The Raiders at 17, the Dolphins at 18. So there's no shortage of edge-hungry teams, and I know that it's perceived to be a bit of a down year, but I do think you will see some of these guys get their names called.
If Gettleman picks one at 11, things get weird quick. If they pass, then we have a little bit more time before the run starts.
Jamie, trying to make us think here in the early parts of the show. You have to take one in the top 10 with needs at both positions. Would you rather take Micah Parsons or Caleb Farley?
It's a good one, Jamie.
Yeah, he's good at this.
Yeah, well, because there's so many layers to this. Because Farley's the premium position corner, but obviously the back stuff comes into play. Micah Parsons is a freak. He's a wonderful linebacker, but there's some.
He's almost 250 today,
dude. He's a monster.
And it ran 4.3.
I think this is where I'm going to go back to with this. And I've said this a few times recently, I don't necessarily discriminate against linebackers for positional value if they can play on every down. And I think Micah Parsons can do that. And I don't have injury concerns there. Like, I just don't want to be like worrying about Caleb Farley's back. And I think the world of him. You guys have heard me pound the table for him all draft season long, going back to May. But I if I'm picking in the top 10, I need to have a player that I know is going to be there for me.
Yeah, if you told me we could do this same thing at 25, I'm taking Farley.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Because it's a top 10 pick.
You want to know you're going to get somebody who can get on the field.
All right, Vontel, here you go. For $20 million, would you rather stay up for 36 hours straight? You have a 10-second eyes closed limit, which, okay. Walk 25 miles in heavy snow in just a jacket and shorts, or sleep outside in heavy rain for 8 hours with no coverings.
Yeah, I'm sleeping outside in heavy rain for 8 hours with no coverings.
I mean, staying up for 36 hours, I
think that's the only one I'm physically capable of doing.
I feel like I'm going to do this. I feel like I'm going to do this next month.
36 hours? I don't think I can do it. I don't think so.
That's too long.
The snow and the 25 miles in the snow.
Yeah, not walking in the snow. That
might not make it 10 snaps. That's not going to happen.
To Kyle's point, I think the only one that's achievable is the staying up for 36 hours straight.
Why can't you don't actually have to sleep. You just have to pass 8 hours in the rain. Just lay there. Like, what's the big deal?
What's the big deal, he says. It's heavy rain, my guy.
What are you going to be? You're going to wrinkled skin? You're going to be a prune? What's the big deal?
Everybody in the comments saying 36 hours is easy. You are all...
They're all under.
You're either 24 and younger, or you're insomniacs.
So I don't think it's easy. But of the three options that Vontel gave us, see this, it's doable, right? Not ideal, but it's doable. Of the things on that list, I don't know if the other two are doable.
And that's a trained person, right? He works in this field, right?
So I'm a lay person for staying up for 36 hours.
We can do this. I think we can do this. This is another good point. If it's a cold rain, Joe, now we got some hypothermia getting involved.
Yeah, what if it's 40 degrees in heavy rain?
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. I'm going to try to stay awake for that 36 hours.
Chris, can you get this one for Michael at 7:37? He actually left one for you.
7:37. Really 4:37 to me, but yes, I got you.
No.
Well, my timestamp's a little differently than you because of my current time zone.
Yeah.
So for me,
there's an easy answer here.
Stuck on a desert island, would you rather have Kyle or Joe along with you to help you survive and pass the long, long days and nights?
Before you answer, I want you to know that there is absolutely a correct answer here. And there is a wrong answer here.
It concerns me greatly that I'm going to pick wrong. But of the two of you, man, that makes me think that my initial gut is wrong here. No, I'm going to go. Listen, I'm going Kyle.
You live. Good job.
So, and can I tell you why I'm going Kyle? If there's one thing I've known about Kyle, it's he has some sort of medical background from school that could help us.
This is why you want to pick Kyle, because my guy is an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Didn't know this. So I picked okay, that's a win for me. That's a win. We would survive.
You were either going to pick somebody who couldn't.
No.
I can't do.
I got to be honest with you. Joe wasn't a consideration until he said that. It was going to be Kyle, no doubt. And then when he said that, I started to get concerned about my initial thought.
The right or wrong answer?
Yeah, I got a little concerned.
You chose life. Well done, sir.
Okay, that was. I was a little nervous here for a little bit. Okay, let me find another one here. This one from Jason. If you were the Broncos, would you rather give up 940 and a fourth to move up to number 4 for Fields, or move back to the 1824 range for Mac Jones?
No.
Okay, it's the first one. I figured.
I had zero interest in trading.
940 and a fourth. That's it. That's all I got to give up.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus. I can still get a top 100 pick left over after this.
I'm not giving up my one next year. Come on,
dude. That's what played out in my mock draft this week. I had Carolina trading up to 3 for a quarterback, and they gave up 39, 73, and a 1 next year. But then they traded Teddy Bridgewater and a day 3 pick and ended up getting a 3 back. So they still had a 1 and a 3 to work with.
So who took on Teddy?
Denver.
Okay. That's a stabilizing quarterback, right? Like, at least you know what the floor is with him, so.
Our buddy Ben Albright has kind of teased a little bit. He said, keep an eye out. Denver, he's not so sure they're keen on trading up, but he says they're keeping an eye on some of the veteran quarterbacks available on the market for competition for Drew Lock.
Well, yeah, Drew Lock does not walk into Denver next year handed the starting job. Like, come on. It would
be a colossal failure if that was the case.
Horrible idea. Yes.
I remember in October when I drafted Justin Fields to the Broncos in a mock draft, and their fans yelled at me on Instagram and said they don't need a quarterback.
Oof. Big oof. What does that mean with the oof load size? Yeah, all the way up. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joe trying to name pop culture memes.
What was wrong with that?
No.
It was came for me. It sounded weird, but I said it right.
The presentation was a little weird. This take from Rahul. Would you rather take Jalen Phillips in round 1, Jason Oweh in round 2, or Jordan Smith in round 3? Now, a little bit of a spoiler. We kind of get into this kind of conversation on tomorrow's show, Friday's podcast. Different players involved, but we get into this conversation of value.
Phillips in round 1.
Yeah, easily.
Okay. Thought that would maybe be a little bit of a tougher conversation for you guys here, so I could have come up with another
shame.
Another
Chris needed the time.
Yeah, I was looking for some Phil guys so that I could maybe get
peruse through the comments for the next one.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll discuss here while I try to find another one. Okay, this is no. You lost your opportunity. This one from Ross. Take with the Farley news, somebody will trade up for Surtain.
Are we sure Surtain's going to be CB1 off the board?
Yeah, and I think that's exactly where I was going to go with this, because I think with J.C. Horn, he'll be plenty fine. Greg Newsome is a first-round corner. So, yeah, I don't think so.
This one from Kyle the Commish. Take Sam Darnold won't get traded because the Jets have waited too long, and no team will want to give a second-round pick for him when he is free next year. This is where we use another opportunity to plug tomorrow's show. We get into this on the show as well.
So can we talk a little bit about it?
Sure. Don't give too much away from the
Friday I won't. My bold prediction is Sam Darnold will be on the Jets roster on Friday, April 27th or whatever that is. Yeah, the 27th. Sam Darnold will be on the Jets roster when we wake up on Friday, April 27th.
I tend to agree with you. By the way, this is our opportunity to tell everybody that the Friday edition of Draft Dudes is a bit of a free-for-all. It's a little bit of a la carte, as Kyle called it. Different topics that everybody brought to the table, but an opportunity here, a little bit of a sneak peek for you guys. The
copyright violations.
Yeah, we're going to have to edit that out. But for the live stream audience, you guys, a little bit of a sneak peek. For Fridays going forward, that is going to be a concept. It's going to be called Friday Free-for-Alls. Your guys' questions or comments or thoughts, topics that you want the guys to get into. So we'll put out tweets every week to crowdsource that, but that's the way it's going to go moving forward. Yes, Kyle?
We just got a ton of good takes.
Okay, so is there one in particular? Because I'm scrolled up a little bit. I scrolled back down. Is there?
We had the one from Charles at 7:45. The one after that from Pat is good. The one after that from... I don't know what your username is. I apologize.
Okay. I see what you're talking about. We'll go to all of them. So this one here first. Top 3 GMs, bottom 3 GMs.
Joe, top GM in the NFL is who? Is he frozen?
Is he frozen or is he thinking about it? Okay. Because I thought you were frozen.
I'm just trying to. Wow. Do you have like a clear answer to this? No. I think I really like Eric DeCosta. I will pound the table for Brandon Beane. Oh, Kyle doesn't think Brandon Beane's a top 3 GM.
That was what the emphasis was, him staying at 1 was. That's what that meant.
Chris Ballard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I wanted to go in though.
Now, who else are we forgetting?
By the way, Kyle, is this true? Is April 27th not a Friday, and you said Friday, April 27th?
He was accurate? Trying to do a calendar in his head. Give him that.
Draft Dudes do math.
Right.
Just want to make sure.
Now you got me pulled.
Okay. John Lynch?
No, he's not.
0% chance.
He's a puppet. Yeah, no.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Sorry for putting somebody's comment up there to spark conversation.
Brett Veach has very quickly gotten into this conversation.
The 30th. Brett Veach has had a rough offseason. April 30th is the date I was looking for. Brett Veach has had a rough offseason.
So who are the bottom three then?
I like what's going on with Andrew Berry, too. I know there's not much of a sample size, but I like where we're headed. Bottom three is real easy. John Gruden.
Even though are we counting Mike Mayock, or are we calling
the whole thing?
It's
the
a
whole
combo.
thing is an absolute
The
joke.
Raiders
They're just
Raiders
pissing in the wind is what they're doing. It's a complete embarrassment.
Duke Tobin.
Yeah, if he's even their GM. But yeah,
he qualifies.
They put him up there on the combine, so he's the guy, right? Man, I feel so. I can't say it.
Vontel, mute the stream for a second.
Ryan Pace.
What about Trent? Isn't Trent Baalke now technically the GM
in Jacksonville? But you can't say right now.
Kind of. I can
because
it's a different setup. You can't.
I don't care.
That's not fair. I don't allow that. But I will throw Steve Keim's name into the mix.
Ryan Pace.
Ryan Pace is also a good one.
All right,
but no, I think
we've burned some bridges across the league. That's great. Let's
pissed off.
You were the one that asked for the take to be up there.
It was good. It was a good question.
This one from Pat. What's more likely? Trask makes a Pro Bowl or Lawrence is a bust?
Ooh. Derek Anderson has made the Pro Bowl in the NFL. What a weird thing that's happened in our lives. Oh man. I think Lawrence being a bust. I think
is more likely.
Yeah, I think so.
I would agree. Yeah.
I think both are extremely
unlikely.
Yeah, but Lawrence being a bust. There's no path for Trask. I'm sorry.
Greg Rousseau will go to the Vikings at 14.
You can see it, right?
Only if they trade Danielle Hunter, which is a long shot.
With that back stuff, he's kind of nervous, right? Like I think they would find someone to trade with, but
it's like, man, great. Danielle Hunter with 54 sacks in the last 5 years is on the trade market, but he had serious back injuries. So, like, what's the valuation there? What are you willing to give for a guy who missed last year? I don't have an answer to that. That's kind of complicated.
This one from Jacob. Would you rather have shrimp in your Cinnamon Toast Crunch or drink orange juice after you brush your teeth? Now, I have a follow-up question. Joe, have you been following the Cinnamon Toast Crunch saga on the internet?
Let me tell you, there's not a damn chance I know what the hell you're talking about with that.
Wait, you
the
don't
Cinnamon
know what
Toast Crunch saga.
Yeah, some guy claimed to have found shrimp tails.
Some guy.
All right, he's married to the actress who played Topanga.
Okay, that's not some guy. Okay.
Okay, Shuba, you need to know that Kyle never watched Boy Meets World. He never even heard of Topanga until like I talked about her on this podcast, and he's like, "Who's that?"
Topanga, pop culture icon for people my age, maybe a little bit older than me.
Okay, so Topanga's husband found
shrimp in a cemetery. And by the way, when we first saw the shrimp, we didn't know it was Topanga's husband. It's a very weird cycle of the internet. But yes, there was a shrimp in Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It was a big thing on the internet. So would you rather have Cinnamon Toast Crunch with shrimp or drink orange juice after you brush your teeth?
This is a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing.
I think you just drink the orange juice and move on with your life. You know what I mean?
Drink the orange juice and you move on with your life.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah, I would choose the shrimp because of the two scenarios, the two most delicious things are in one scenario: shrimp and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But
there's nothing delicious about orange juice, and there's nothing delicious about toothpaste. End of story.
That's a compelling argument, but I will say that they are independently delicious things, but they don't belong together.
Okay. Very important thing we now need to do here. Top 3 cereals.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch is in the 3.
Without the shrimp. Shrimp free.
Without the shrimp, yes.
Can I say Golden Grams, or is that going to be frowned upon?
I mean, you can. For you, it's fine. It wouldn't make my top 13 cereals, but that's fine.
It's delicious. Vontel Frosted Flakes, please leave the stream.
I like Frosted Mini Wheats.
Ooh,
Fruity Pebbles is good, Kyle.
Now, if you're gonna go for a fruit related cereal, it is Fruit Loops. Okay, not Fruity Pebbles.
What if I don't like Toucan Sam?
That's a personal choice, and I think it's a bad personal choice.
He doesn't have anything to do with the flavor, though. You know,
right? He has nothing to do with the cereal itself.
You know what? Some of the worst, like Tricks is
Tricks completely overrated. This is going to be. I know the chat is not going to like this.
You're probably going to say Lucky Charms is trash.
No, Lucky Charms is trash. Was not going to be the cereal I was going to go to here. Captain Crunch, get out of here. It's terrible cereal.
Not only is it terrible, but it's you're risking injury to your mouth by trying to
eat. My guy, with two great calls. Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks. I'll put them up a bunch of times.
I'm going with my assistant general manager.
They're the same cereal.
Corn Pops is good.
They're just different colors. They're the same cereal.
What are the same cereal?
Apple Jacks.
How dare you?
And what?
No, they are not. No. Those are two very distinct takes.
No.
Tastes, excuse me.
All right.
F in the chat for my Lucky Charms take. Listen, when
Cookie Crisp is a good call. That's delicious.
Count Chocula?
Yeah, you can start getting into some real niche stuff.
Yeah, you can get into some.
All right, so football takes now.
Really? I'm always having fun doing the cereal.
Yeah, I know, but we've been like 10 minutes off.
I think everybody's enjoying themselves. Okay, I will get us a football-related take here while we are filibustering here for one season. Boyd, this is a good one. Would you rather have Cam Newton and Nelson Aguilar or Daniel Jones and Kenny Golladay?
What year is it?
It's this year. It is 2021. This season, you need to have one of these combos to try to win.
That makes it more complicated. Okay.
Well, then I've done my job very well then.
I have a clear answer here.
You're going to say Daniel Jones and Kenny Golladay.
You see Cam Newton throw the ball last year, man? I mean, it was rough. I don't know if he's like a full off season, more health under his belt or whatever, but that was alarming.
Yeah, it's hard to admit, and we've seen quarterbacks before at the end of the season with the arm fatigue, and he never really seemed like he got back to where he was after he missed time with COVID too. So maybe those were contributing factors for Cam, but we've seen quarterbacks who have arm fatigue, and once you start showing that towards the end of the year, like it typically shows up every year until you're done.
I hate it because vintage Cam is one of my favorite players to ever watch, man. But it was rough last year.
Khalil's Real Football Talk. Would you rather draft Elijah Vera Tucker in the first or Trey Smith in the second?
AVT all day long for me in the first round. I think he's a top 15 player in the class.
I think I have him 15th.
Yeah. Trey Smith, I have my concerns.
Oh, do I? I don't think that's right.
He's high hit. He has a hard time staying square. I don't think he's as powerful as people think he is.
I think I just lied to everybody. Hold on.
Okay, good. Can I put this? This is Mitchell. This is a hard-hitting take in a lot of ways.
Go ahead. Yes.
Would you rather fight Dan Campbell or Mike Vrabel?
Vrabel.
Campbell.
Really?
Explain yourself.
They're both going to kick my ass, so I might as well pick the guy that I like and have more in common with.
You know what? It's a good take. You've swayed me. I will also take Dan Campbell.
Vrabel.
Former Dolphins head coach, legend Dan Campbell. Yeah, I'll take Dan Campbell.
Okay, I think you used that word a little...
No, legend.
Little freely there.
No. Kyle's been a fan of Campbell for a long time.
No. You can be a fan of Campbell, but to call him a legend, I think is when we've reached another octave.
Took over from a Joe Philbin coach team that was as soft as Charmin, and they put up like 80 points in their next two games, and they ran the ball for like 500 yards. I love it.
Sam trying to start beef with Kyle, the commish, not this Kyle.
Yeah, don't start beef with me.
Your guys' thoughts on this?
Reach.
It depends on what other tackles were available.
Pick a different player. There's 19. There's come on, it's 19. You know damn well that there's way more than 19 players in this draft that are better than Dylan Radins. And I like Radins. He's a perfectly fine day 2 tackle. But 19?
It's not hate for Campbell. I just said you can't call a guy a legend. That was where I drew the line. It was not hatred for Campbell.
PC principal, Dan Campbell.
Is that a reference that Joe understands?
South Park character, yeah.
Joe, very
mostly good. Because we've been through this literally on this show.
So we've gone through this before. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Von Tell's hit us with the off-the-wall takes. Kyle wearing nothing but Jets gear to a Dolphins game. Joe wearing nothing but Dolphins gear to a Bills game. Chris wearing nothing but Bills gear to a Jets game. Who would last the longest before leaving?
I think this is not really a question about the three of us. It's more which fans
which
are more
fan base
accommodated.
which fan base is going to berate with one of us the most.
Well, I've never been to a Jets game or a Dolphins game, but I could tell you you're not going to Buffalo game with Dolphin stuff on. That's not going to go well for you.
I got to tell you,
the whole time.
If the Jets were playing the Bills and I showed up wearing Bills gear, I think I'd be fine. I don't think I'd get berated.
In Orchard Park.
Yeah. No. Well, I thought it was home. I thought it was at MetLife or whatever the stadium's called nowadays. I thought it was a Jets home game and I'm wearing Bills gear in the home place.
Nobody's going to care about that.
But, yeah, I don't think. I don't know. I think I'd be fine.
How are Dolphins fans? Are they accommodating in kind or no? Are they jerks like the Bills fans?
They're pretty chill when I was down there. Now, granted, I attended my first Dolphins game this year amid
that's true
a pandemic with 15,000 in attendance and 10 people per section. So, no, but it was fine.
Everyone, just the Bills Stadium's not a place to go to be a fan of another team. Everyone's just too drunk. Yeah, it's just bad.
I'm going with you next year.
Okay.
And you could put me through a table.
I don't know if you want that.
The only person I would let put me through the table is you, though.
I mean, I feel like I should take advantage of that for sure.
Jump off the back of like a tailgate or something, drop a flying elbow on me, or
the video.
Rob Van Dam, who just got inducted in the Hall of Fame,
doing a Kyle. This is
splash down on me from the table.
Yes, very good, very good.
Hey, who got inducted to the Hall of Fame?
The WWE Hall of Fame, Rob Van Dam.
I'm not familiar, and I did follow wrestling for a while.
The guy who does this. No,
yeah, nothing? I'm not sure.
With the ponytail, looked like.
Yeah,
who was the martial artist that he looked like? His whole look was based after
you've lost me already.
One of the kickboxers.
I mean, Kane is going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Joe, is that? No, I'm. This is for Joe. I'm trying to get somebody more Joe Speed.
I think so. I think I know Kane. I think so.
Big Red Machine, Brothers with the Undertaker.
I'm like Bam Bam Bigelow, Razor Ramon, Macho Man.
So we're a little bit older than the time frame you just gave us. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to move on and go to another take here. This one from Jared. If Trey Lance is drafted by the Panthers, he will be the week 1 starter because he is more pro-ready than we believe.
No. Sell me on that. I'd like to hear what's the.
No, I think he will be. I think he will be because they'll trade Teddy, and your QBs are going to be PJ Walker and Trey Lance.
Will Grier. So your argument is centered on if they draft Trey Lance that they are trading Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, to me, that would be all the reason to keep Teddy Bridgewater because Trey Lance is 320 passes for his career.
It'd be different if you signed Teddy to a deal that was like $8 million per. He's getting 22 per season.
Let me just tell you, there's nothing that confuses me more than the 2019, the whole offseason last year. The whole thing made zero sense.
We've talked about it.
Just sitting there and picking Derek Brown.
Yes, Sam.
Because now you're gonna finance or mortgage next year's NFL draft to go get a quarterback that you want. Now, granted, Carolina, they got great skill players.
Mm-hmm.
They've got youth on defense to work with. I think they need help in the secondary, right?
Look at this offensive line, man.
They need the offensive line fixed, yes. So, I mean, they're not that far off. I think they have a decent amount of infrastructure, but it's going to really hurt when you're a young team. You're going to start an inexperienced quarterback if you do get up and go get a quarterback. And then it's like, okay, great. We went 6-10 and we got to wait until 42 for our first pick. That's going to suck.
If you get Justin Fields, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't.
Okay. I've got one more for you. Okay. We will end the show with this. What day 2+ quarterback has the best chance to be a Pro Bowler?
I still got to see this Stanford quarterback.
Davis Mills?
Yeah.
I don't know who the comments think here.
I know the name that I think will be mentioned a bunch.
Mond is in
there. That's the name that I think a lot of people are.
Mond, Trask, Mills. I mean, we might only have like 7 or 8 draftable quarterbacks this year.
I could tell you we don't have as many as we would in an average year.
Yeah. Newman, no
some
way.
Jamie Newman love in the chat.
No
It's
way.
interesting. That's an interesting approach.
No.
Okay, so let's read through them. Outside of the Big Five, five: Trask, Mills, Newman, Mond, Ellinger, Franks, Buscelli, Peyton Ramsey, KJ Costello, Zach Thomas, Brady Dave. Is anybody getting excited about anything? Because it's only going to get worse from here.
No. It's probably Kellen Mond, even though I'm not excited about that.
No love for Ian Book. You're right.
We're gonna turn the page on Ian Book. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
what a way to end. We're done here. Hey, listen, tomorrow's show is a good one. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in to the Draft Dudes podcast tomorrow. We will be back on Monday with another show and also another live stream on the YouTube channel at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Chris, our friends at Panini sponsoring yet another player-specific 3-round mock draft series. Make sure you check it out. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, Chris Schubert signing off. Cheers. Enjoy your weekend.